Good morning, guys. So here I am in Cape Town, and the first thing we came to, of course, the waterfront. I think this just might be my favorite place ever. And yeah, it's a beautiful day out here today. It's not too sunny, not too hot. The weather is pretty good. And guess what? I found a gym this morning in the place we're living at. So had a nice workout session in the morning. Feels good. And we came out. We're just having a look around the place so far, just driving around. Probably stops at some place for a quick breakfast, and then we'll continue going on. I think most of today we're not going to the beaches today. Just probably go downtown and see around the city, walk around a bit, and yeah, I love this place so far. Looking forward to the next 5 days in here. Guys, I think this vacation is one of the best ones so far. We came to the W&A waterfront, and check it out behind me. So many 458s. I don't even know what's going on. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Pure red. Look at that. I'm getting a bit too excited right now. Oh my goodness, this is pretty good. The convoy out here is pretty ridiculous. There's the first 458 on the ground. There's a matte finish G-Wagon behind me. And then 4 more are up on top. I'm not sure what's going on over here, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think we're off to a good day so far. There's the M3 as well, a blue M3. I love the matte finish on the G-Wagon as well. So we left the waterfront place because we really couldn't find anything to eat over there. And we came to the downtown area, Long Street, Bree Street, just checking out over here what places there are to eat and stuff. It's starting to get a bit hot as well, so there's Nando's. We might check this out right now, but it's pretty good so far. So we just finished off breakfast, lunch at Nando's. That was the first place we saw down here, and since we were all really hungry, we just went there. And we came back to the main square market area. It seems pretty empty right now. I'm not quite sure why. Lots of cultural stuff, little stalls, shops over here. So I'm just gonna probably walk in here and then check it out what's going on. So we are taking one of the free city tours. They have 3 different free tours that start from the Green Market Square, which is the center of Cape Town. And this should be about an hour and a half, so walking around the city, we'll see some cool stuff and we'll see what's on the journey.
Africa, we would call what my racial group is colored, and that basically means mixed. Mixed race. Largely, the mix happened with the Europeans, the Dutch, and then the British who arrived here, mixing with the indigenous people that were found already.
So we just saw the High Court over here. The building behind me, you can see, that is the High Court, and that's where they used to decide back in the day who was a black versus a white person. They used to make the racial distinction between people in that building. That was one of the entrances, but it's been closed since then, since 1994, when they got independence. I think the park you see behind me, that's one of the main central parks as well. We haven't been there yet, but one of these days we'll check it out. Yeah, it looks pretty nice in there.
So earlier I told you that the Dutch were the first Europeans to settle here, and what happened was in 1652 the Dutch East India Company sent a man named Jan van Riebeck to start what I call a refreshment station at the Cape. Basically, they needed to supply fresh fruits and vegetables. They had to stop over for fresh water, and the supplies that were given to the passing ships coming from Europe going to India were all coming from this very garden. And that's why the garden that we are standing in is called the Company's Gardens, because the Dutch East India Company sent Jan van Riebeeck here to establish the garden, the oldest fruit tree in the country. And that's behind me. This is a saffron pear tree, and it was brought here by Jan van Riebeeck as a seedling when he arrived in 1652 and planted in that same year, making the tree 363 years old. And if you look up and have a good look around in the branches, you'll notice it still bears fruit. Not often, but occasionally you do still find pears, and there are a few on today. So we can understand that the tree needs crutches to stay standing right. It's pretty old. And we also realize that the tree will not last forever. So what has happened is the curator took a seed and planted it right in the middle. You'll notice a new tree growing. That was planted just at the end of last year. Conditions were awful. Slaves by day would be working in the gardens, setting up the city, and by night locked up, except on certain special occasions. These special occasions were not exactly special for the slaves, but rather for the sailors who arrived into Table Bay. A new ship would arrive, and the sailors wanted to have some fun, so the slave women would then be left out for the enjoyment of the sailors. And that is largely how colored came to be, the mix of the Europeans and the slaves. And these blocks that we have here, these are served as memories to the slaves who were brought here. It's got some of the names that were given once the slave arrived. So the slaves would come from West Africa, many from Southeast Asia, and upon arrival, whatever name they had would be discredited, so a new name would then be given. And the way they chose these names is quite interesting. It would be based upon things like what month you arrived in. Did you arrive in April? Okay, you'll be Catherine April.
So we just finished up the tour and back in the Green Market Square. It's about 3:30. I think we might stay there for a bit long and then probably head back to the apartment or check out the beaches out over here as well. Nice little performance behind me. I think it was a pretty good tour. Saw the High Court, the oldest church, cathedral in South Africa. The place from where Nelson Mandela gave his speech when he was released from the prison. So I think it was a pretty good tour overall. So it was so windy down there, we couldn't even stay there, and we went to see the beach, but the sand was blowing towards the waterfront as well, so that wasn't pleasing as well. So we were just back in the car checking out the hills. Look at the view from up here. It's really gorgeous over here. So we came out at the waterfront a few hours ago, like an hour ago, 2 hours ago or something. We've been just walking along the beach so far. Saw the sunset over here. It was so pretty. I got some good photos, so put them on Instagram. Make sure to check them out. It's about 8:30 right now, but the sun is still not dark yet, so that's really nice. But yeah, we're just walking around, hoping to find a place to have dinner, and yeah. So we finally found this Thai place called what is it called? Thai Cafe, and food just got here, so I'll get eating on the food and we'll catch back once we get back in the apartment. Well, that was good food, guys. We're just wrapping up. The place is also about to close. The kitchen is already closed. I think it's like a 15-minute walk back to the apartment now. Just straight down on the main street. And yeah, it was a pretty busy day. My legs are already hurting, so I'll get a good night's sleep tonight. Looking forward to the bed. But yeah, I think tomorrow we'll be heading to the Simon's Bay and the Cape of Good Hope, which is the southernmost point in Africa. It's near Cape Town. So we'll be going there tomorrow. The Penguins Beach at Boulders. Hopefully we'll be able to see some penguins as well tomorrow in Simon's Town. So looking forward to that. Make sure to check out my Instagram to see the latest photos from all the trips, all the places. And thank you again for watching the vlogs. Hope you like them. Peace. Good night.